By the end of this video, you'll know exactly why new Scrum Masters are not getting any jobs, and I will share 3 things that you can start doing right now to drastically increase your chance of getting hired as a Scrum Master. For the past few years, there's been a high demand for the role of a Scrum Master in nearly every industry, but it's hard getting hired as a Scrum Master. I see your comments. I read your emails. You're not getting hired. You're not getting jobs. You're applying to hundreds of positions for the role of a Scrum Master around your area or even overseas, but you're not getting called for the interview. And if you get called for the interview, you're not getting the job. What's the issue? Is it your resume that's not optimized enough? Is the interview process? Are you not giving the right answers? We'll answer all these questions in this video, but for now, let's make something very clear. Applying for the role of a Scrum Master is way different compared to applying for another job or another role. And one of the main reasons why is the HR department. They don't understand Scrum. They don't understand Agile. They don't understand the role of a Scrum Master. And they are very insecure because of that. They can't distinguish between a good and a bad Scrum Master. They don't know what makes a good Scrum Master. And because of this, the interview process, the whole process from your submitting your resume to the final interview is completely messed up, because in most cases you're getting interviewed or people reading your resume are not qualified enough to read your resume because they don't understand it. They don't understand what you do. But don't take my word for it. Just read on forums, comments on my videos, articles online, talk to people in the industry. You'll see people complaining about their teams, about management, about directors, about even Scrum teams not understanding Agile principles, Agile values, the Scrum framework. If these people using Agile don't understand it, how can we expect that the Agile department, way down the line in terms of Agile transformation or Agile implementation, understand it? No, people using Agile and Scrum don't even understand it. And it gets even worse. Let's talk about career path. If you get hired as a developer, your next move, usually senior developer. Then you move to a tech lead or an architect position. Then you move to a manager position, and then CTO of a company. Very clear career path. If someone in the HR department is interviewing an architect, a solution architect, a technical architect, they know exactly what to ask this person. What should we expect from this person? What makes a good architect? Same thing for a developer, same thing for a marketing consultant or any other typical job roles or job positions. But what about the role of a Scrum Master? What's the career path for a Scrum Master? What makes a good Scrum Master? No one knows. People in the industry can't even agree on that. How can we expect the HR department to know that? And I feel that it's understandable. How do you become a Scrum Master? How do most people become Scrum Masters? They do the entry-level certifications, the PSM1, Professional Scrum Master, or the CSM, Certified Scrum Master. They do these certifications and they expect to be hired as a Scrum Master without no experience whatsoever. They expect, because of these entry-level certifications, you just need to read the 14 pages of a Scrum Guide 2020, the latest version of a Scrum Guide. You just read it, you understand it, takes a few hours, you pass the exam and you get your certificate. And they expect a high-paying job as a Scrum Master. Come on, it's not an entry-level position. It's a leadership, a manager-level position. The Scrum Master role, you need tons of experience, soft skills, understand the industry. The industry made people believe that you only need these certifications. That's why people buy, people purchase. That's why companies require candidates to have these certificates. The industry made us believe that you need these certifications to be a good Scrum Master. But we all know, if you're a Scrum Master watching this, you know that these certificates are useless if you want to be a good Scrum Master. So if you look at the career path, the lack of career path, and how easy it is to get these certificates, obviously the HR department will be uncomfortable with the role of a Scrum Master because they can't distinguish good from bad Scrum Masters. Okay, let's stop talking about the bad. What are the tips? What can you do right now to get hired as a Scrum Master? The very first thing, get your entry-level certifications, either the PSM1 or the CSM. I don't care what people tell you. I don't care what I just told you. You need to play the game. The industry, companies have been convinced that a good Scrum Master has certifications. Even if you believe, like me, that certifications are worthless, useless, you need to play the game. because these companies don't understand that. Play the game. It's very easy to get these certifications. Obviously, you need a budget. If you want more details, watch this playlist right here. The second thing you need to do is optimize your resume, especially with all the relevant Agile and Scrum experience. Maybe the company you're currently working for, they're not using Agile, they're not using Scrum, there's no Scrum Masters, there's no Agile coaches, but that's not a valid excuse. I'm sure that you're currently working in a team, or at least with a colleague, right? You're a team of 2 people, at least a team of 2 people, I'm sure. Why not start implementing some Agile practices? Maybe not the values, maybe not the principles, but at least the practices. A Kanban board, a daily stand-up, a daily Scrum, retrospectives, work in progress limits on the Kanban board. Implement these small practices and include that in your resume so that they understand that you're already doing the role. Remember, it's not a job, it's not a position, it's a role with accountability, so you can already do that even if you don't have a job title. Very long time ago, I was a developer in a team that was not using Agile or Scrum. We were using the old waterfall model, but still we were doing every single day a sort of daily stand-up without knowing that it's called daily stand-up. We were, especially during releases, when we had some major releases, we were all gathering around a whiteboard and talking about the task that we needed to do in order to do the release. And we did that every single day in the release period. That's exactly what a daily stand-up is, doing a planning for the day. We didn't know that it was called a daily stand-up, but we were already doing it. So you can add these types of things in your resume. Now, if you're in a company that's already using Agile or Scrum, maybe you are currently in a Scrum team as a developer or a product owner. Maybe you're not doing the role of a Scrum Master, but you're using Agile. You're using Scrum. Why not add that in your resume? You have 5 years of experience using Agile and Scrum, even though you're not a Scrum Master, it's still valuable. And maybe you're also facilitating events, retrospectives, for daily Scrums. Add that also in your resume. Again, you don't need the role, the job title of a Scrum Master to do the role of a Scrum Master. The next thing to add to your resume and also talk about in your interview, your soft skills, your transferable skills, communication skills, planning skills, leadership skills, all these skills that take years to learn, not like your typical technical skills like the Agile practices, the Agile values, the Scrum framework. These are technical skills in the Agile industry. Easy to learn, you just need to read the 14 pages of a Scrum guide to understand and be able to implement the Scrum framework. But communication skills, being able to influence, persuade, lead without a title, lead without the authority, because that's what a Scrum Master needs to do. Being able to lead the team without any authority on the team. All these skills take years, 10 years to practice and get good at. If you're watching that, and you have 15 years of experience, 20 years of experience in an industry, I'm sure that you've developed these skills. Put that in your resume. Go look at some job descriptions, job profiles of what people are looking for as a Scrum Master, the role of a Scrum Master. What skills are they looking for? Exclude all the Agile and Scrum stuff. I'm sure that you'll see soft skills there. Being able to plan, being able to influence, being able to make a process more efficient, more effective. I'm sure that you have these skills. Put that in your resume. It doesn't matter if a Scrum Master should do that or not put that in your resume, because there's a mismatch. Remember, what the industry is looking for the role of a Scrum Master is not always what a Scrum Master should be doing. You need to understand that. What do you want? To get a Scrum Master job, and then maybe you can change the company, or not get the job at all and you can't change anything. And my last tip, your resume should be screen friendly when applying for jobs, especially in big companies. The resumes are not being read by someone. No, they are computer screened first. You need keywords in your resume. Else the computer, the algorithm, the filter won't be working on your resume and your resume will be rejected. No interviews for you. So add the most keywords possible in your resume. Agile related keywords, Scrum related keywords. Obviously, Scrum Master should be in your resume, but also daily stand-ups, daily Scrum, sprints, sprint retrospectives, release planning, all the things I can think of which are Agile and Scrum related or development related. Add that to your resume. Obviously, don't just randomly add keywords in your resume. No, put these keywords when building the phrases of your resume. It should be readable by a computer, You're looking for keywords, but also by a human. Which brings me to my next point. If you want more tips, insights on Agile Scrum personal growth, click on the video that stands out the most on the screen right now. And I'll see you in a few seconds.